Hey everyone, this is DarkSpider34 and you're watching the episode 29 Cataclysm update. Okay, let's start this video out with the scripts. Hopefully by this weekend, I'll be able to be sending scripts out at random. So if the scripts don't get to you, don't be all bent out of shape. I just didn't get to you and there's a limited, finite available positions. So no one's more important than anyone else. It's just that I can't give everyone a spot, and I should have been doing this a longer time ago, because as I was finishing up episode 28, I went, okay, you know what, all these extras, way too many extras, and they all have my voice. That's a problem. And I've also noticed, with the current state of YouTube, when someone becomes popular, the relationship between YouTubers who are viewers and YouTubers who are creators becomes strained, and they become disconnected from each other. And it's almost like, you know what, I'm just watching TV, and it's just like a machine just generating images into my brain. And I don't want to be like that. I'm a person, I'm real, I'm a human, I'm not a robot, and I'm making videos. And I want to get you guys involved. And I remember back in the day, it used to be a community. It really did. You know, you felt like you could be a part of something, you know? And I want to do that for you guys. And I really should start opening up a bit more, because I've been very, you know, reclusive, because I didn't want to spoil anything that was essential to the plot. And I realized, okay, extras don't know that much. They're just there to talk and then to provide some exposition into what's happening with the story, but not so much so that it's spoiled. So I'm opening up a bit more. And speaking of opening up, I will be accepting fan art and the email in the new email down below. Now, fan art, it can range from anything that I've done. I would more than likely love to see like a real live-action version of Jake, not real, a non-Lego version of Jake and Dan, like in cartoon form. Like, I don't know, like if you have a DeviantArt account or something, or I will accept a large range of pictures of fan art. I would accept, in terms of quality, it could be professional, you know, or it can be something you scribbled in Microsoft Paint. Either one would do. But here's just a physical description of Jake and Dan if you're going to do fan art of Jake and Dan. Okay, Dan's slimmer, skinnier, has black hair, green eyes. Make sure his eyebrows are black too, because I screwed that one up. And make sure he has the blue and gray, the blue shirt and the gray pants, all that. Jake is a bit bigger, more built. Looks like Jake Gyllenhaal, has blue eyes, long hair. My dream guy, basically. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, okay? So if you want to go ahead and do that, you're more than welcome to, and just send me the email. Send me via email in the description below. That'd be great. So episode 29, going great. Waiting on some voices from some other people other than you guys. And I feel like this episode is more demanding in a way that I didn't expect. Episode 28 was demanding in a technical sense. It involved a lot of special effects, and doing it in ways that I don't normally do. And that was a challenge all its own. With episode 29, however, I got the special effects down. It's the story that I'm having a lot of trouble with. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. It's just I'm trying to make it work. And if it's not working, then I have to change what I'm doing. So, okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say this. So I'll just say this, not but I'm going to say it. So I'll just say this. The main plot of the villains in episode 29 may sound a bit strange and crazy, but it makes sense in a strange and crazy way. That's all I'm going to say. And when I first came up with it, I'm like, oh my god, I am freaking brilliant that I came up with this. I'm a genius. And I sat down, I thought about it, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell did I just do? So, yeah. You know what? I want to leave this episode, episode 28, with you guys thinking, what is Venom going to do to him? If you really don't want to know what happens to Spider-Man after that scene, up until when the episode comes out, then don't watch the trailer that will more than likely come out in between episode 28 and 29. Will I have a prologue for episode 29? Maybe, if I can fit something in there that would be a good in-between little story, a little bridge between episode 28 and 29 without spoiling anything. I don't know. I stand by this, guys. Even though some of you guys obviously didn't like the second Cataclysm prologue, I just watched that again, and I gotta say, I don't know what your problem is. I know you guys didn't directly tell me, hey, this sucks, but I can tell by the view count it got that you guys didn't really care for it. What I think the second Cataclysm prologue lacked in action, it made up for in great conversation. And it's sort of my take on the media. And it isn't as sensationalized as a lot of parodies of the media are. It's more toned down. When you really think about it, you're like, you can hear the anchor go, oh, that's a really great opinion, Gus. Or, this Gus wrote a book. Rosie Octavius wrote a book. Everyone's writing books. Everyone can write a book. You know, everyone can make a movie. Anyone can make. Anyone can make a TV show. I just made one. I made one when I was 14 years old. So obviously anyone can do it. So anyone can do anything. That doesn't always mean everyone can do anything good or adequately. That's what I'm trying to say with that. Well, that's one of the things I'm trying to say in that video. And I don't exactly know the age range of viewers, and I don't know if that just went over your head. So that's just me. That's just my explanation for that prologue, because I like the prologue. I really do. Could it have fit in episode 28? Doubtful. The episode's already too friggin' long. I think that the first prologue could have been an epilogue for episode 27. I'm losing count. I almost have 30 episodes. That's crazy. So that's just all I wanted to say. I'll have another video up soon about all the things I'll never do on YouTube. What does that mean? Watch the video when I upload it. Once again, if you want to send in fan art or your email, just send it to the link below. And look at me, I'm a regular Philip DeFranco. No, I'm not even close to that. And if you don't want me to know your name, which I completely understand, just make a new email account with Google or Ymail and make the name your username, and then send me the email of your, so I know your email address, so I can send you the lines at random. So if you remember, if you do not get the line, it does not mean I hate you or I ignored you. I just have a limited number of spaces. So if you get there, first come, first serve. All right. So don't crash my email if that's even possible. It's probably not. That's all I wanted to say. Sorry this update took so long, and I'm sorry the boob video wasn't as funny as it could have been. Once again, my subtle commentary just went over your heads. Not to say you're stupid, it's just I aim too high. That you're too low, I just aim too high, and no one gets it or finds it funny. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone else. I'm just I'm just reaching for something that I can't grab. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, that conversation ran a bit long. Okay, that's it. Remember what I said? Have a great day. Bye.